playing for that at all. I had a good time that night.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general, dude, what the fuck is their problem? Why was that little bitty ass cookie pizza so expensive? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just shit like that, dude.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 39 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I am Eman.
And thank you very much for tuning in to this very rock-heavy episode of Break Time. We'll get to that in a little bit, but right before we get into our topics and the podcast and all that, again, we just want to remind you guys, if y'all want to skip around, see what we talked about, skip to topics that maybe you want to hear us talk about exclusively or specifically, you can go down to the description. We'll have timestamps and some of the topics that we go through. We don't always put in like the smaller stuff that we talk about, but like the big topics we'll put down there. And also there's a link to our Teespring store if you want to support our podcast in that way. Now that all that's out of the way.
Yeah, you just ran through that real quick, dude. I like
Eman.
That. What's up, man?
Buddy.
Yo.
Chum.
Yo.
I was dancing like this a lot this weekend.
Were you? You were dancing?
I wasn't dancing, but like if music was playing and I was like slightly...
Well, you got offended at the idea of you dancing. I wasn't having a good
time.
Whoa.
Whoa. I wasn't... Hey. Don't come to my fucking face and tell me that I was loose, that I was having fun, and that I didn't have a care in the world. 'Cause that's not fucking me.
It's not fucking me, Jack. All right, buddy? Watch yourself,
that
kid.
Earlier. It's not me, man. It's not me.
I wasn't dancing, all right?
She getting me. Yeah, no, but like I would like be in the car, like I was at a baby shower, and I would just be like, I don't know what. No, like I wasn't even like a constant motion. I was like,
that's you, man. You're finding you. I like that shit, dude. Hey, remember at the 7th grade party? I'm always fucking referencing the 7th grade party like a loser. But that party.
Remember my prime in 7th grade?
No, man. When I found my dance move, Talking
about the seizure dance?
No, that's the Bernie. It's not mine.
No. Remember when we created the seizure dance?
Yep.
And then the Bernie came out a year later, and we were like, should have patented that shit.
We should.
Sorry, people who are listening.
I know.
Clapped really fucking loud right into my mic. This mic just went out. No. What were you saying about?
Dude, when I discovered my dance move, dude.
What was your dance move?
It's so. I'm gonna give the world a lesson real quick, dude. If you're ever like me back in the day, a little socially awkward, not very comfortable on the dance floor, okay? Polar opposite of me now, but if you were like that at one point, or you are like that, and you find yourself, whoa, what the fuck, at a nightclub, at some sort of house party, at some sort of function that involves dancing, don't panic. I got just the thing for you, okay? You're not gonna be the scene. You're not gonna be the big life of the party with these dance moves, but you're gonna get in where you fit in. It'll be enough to where you're not gonna turn heads.
Get in where you fit in.
Okay? All you do, I've told you this before.
Go ahead.
Just migrate to the dance floor, right? Let's say a Dane pulls you out there, like, oh shit, now I gotta bust a move.
A Dane.
You just sway your hips a little bit. You remember this shit, and you just point to random objects in the room.
You go.
If you're listening at home, pause this shit right now. Put on some tunes. Put on that new Migos shit.
How are you doing it?
You just boom, right? Sway the hips. Get some shoulders in there. The mouth helps.
You would do that bullshit, and you would get people to dance with you. All you would do is you would go.
No, you gotta point in sync with the rhythm of the music, right?
Yeah.
So if the music's going boom, 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 you gotta be boom, 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 boom. That's it, dude. You're just doing that shit.
I think you
and you will sell it, dude.
I feel like you stole that from.
Hey.
Okay, no, not steal it, but I think you expanded that upon, like, because I remember there was a time when me, you, and A-Rod were trying to like figure out dances that we can do that weren't actual dances. Like, I just remember it was at one of the part. Maybe it was the first one where we wore ties to school. I just remember at one point I was standing in a corner and it was like me, you, and A-Rod. It was somebody else, and somebody went like, "Oh, I can just stand and I can sway and do this," and just point my fingers.
See, I know I didn't steal it because I can't even recall that moment.
Okay, I guess not. You don't recall anything, and then you'll tell me like a week later. You're like, "I remembered that." You told me that like 2 weeks ago.
I did?
I said something on the podcast, and you were like, I don't remember it. And then when we went out to... No, fuck, this was a while ago. This is like when we went to Topgolf, you went like, bro, remember that shit on the podcast you remember? I remembered it. And like that was
making shit up.
I'm fucking...
None of this shit happened.
Oh
I don't know what he's talking about.
You forget shit all the goddamn time.
I don't know why. I forget shit in a podcast setting.
Huh?
Like, I forget shit in this... The second the camera starts rolling...
You have told me after a podcast, you're like, I remember that. Or I've mentioned the same thing to you after a podcast, and you're like, I do remember that. Oh, God. I almost died.
That was an inhale. That was like a gas for life.
It was like an exhale and an inhale at the same time.
Your lungs are confused as fuck, dog. I don't know. Bottom line, I didn't steal that fucking dance move, alright? You be easy there, buddy.
Sorry.
Shit, you killed the fan and you're already sweating.
Yeah,
you got that sexy ass after sex glow going on.
God, I'm sweating. My breath's all fucked up. It's because no one takes my breath away anymore. I'm getting.
You're not gonna drag me into this hole with you.
Answering machine.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I'm not gonna drag you into this fucking hole.
Podcast, we find a way to break into song at some point. Yeah.
I know. That was groovy last time.
At least we picked better songs last podcast, because a couple podcasts ago it was like, I know. You
of course I did. Of course, dude. What the fuck question were you gonna ask me?
Man, I was asking you how you doing or some shit. How was your week, Eman? Let's just go with that. How was your week?
See, more pressure to remember shit. Things are going good, man.
Remember shit at all?
No, they don't. I don't.
They don't. They don't remember nothing. The two brains up here, they don't remember shit.
It's a late one, y'all. It's a late one.
It's been a late one for like the past 4 months.
It's fucking not even 10:30 yet. Yeah. But
I've been busy all fucking day.
Yeah.
Have you been busy today?
Yeah, I went to work. I've been at work.
Tell me about your week. Tell me about your day.
Dude, I'm trying some new shit, man. Trying some new shit. This shit called fucking crack cocaine. No, I'm kidding. This new diet, man. I don't want to call it a diet. I hate calling for shit diets, right? I call them lifestyle changes.
Is it that pill eating diet?
I've been on that, man. Yeah.
I should just make a compilation of all the times in the podcast you go, I'm a savage. I'm a savage.
I do that a lot.
You say it quite a bit. At least you say it enough to where I notice it.
I say it a lot in real life. Cause savage means more. We'll get into that later.
Okay,
but dude, it's the warrior diet, man. AKA 1 meal a day.
Are you seriously doing that?
Yeah.
Oh God. I did.
What's up, man?
I did the. I can't even do it. I was trying to think of a name for it. I was trying to think of a bullshit name for it. I did the magician diet.
No food.
Where I ate a meal a minute. No, I just made it appear like Alakazam sandwich, bitch.
Yeah, nigga, I did that reverse Gandhi. Everything in sight, nigga.
I did the Buddha.
But I'm loving it, man. I'm loving this shit, because when you eat your 1 meal, you're not eating a standard meal. Like, bro, it's fucking. I came in here, got off of work, dog, ate a whole pizza, sat in my fucking bed like a glutton, like a savage. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, like a fucking savage.
And off the whole box of pizza. Last night, or the night before, I had a box of pizza as well. I'm just hooked on pizza. But you know what I'm saying?
He's like, really, it's not a diet. I've just got a cheese problem. Broke that shit down real quick.
I know, dude, real quick. It's actually an intervention. I'm glad you guys are here. I scheduled my own intervention. But it's some cool shit, dude. I'm loving it.
I just realized this shit goes fucking everywhere. This fucking podcast,
especially when I'm sipping, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, I already felt sorry for myself.
I know, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
Anyway, but so your diet.
My diet. Yeah. Just 1 meal a day, man. I generally eat after 6. Mm-hmm. My big ass meal. Go to the gym at 4:30. So from 4:30 to 6, I'm just burning fuel, burning efficient. I was actually gonna get you in the fucking gym, man.
I wanted to ask you because I've decided I'm hungrier, and no, I'm kidding. I'm gonna eat more so to balance out and keep this figure. No, I'm kidding.
That figure.
Nah, bro, but like I just got into to kind of interrupt you real quick. Yeah, no, I got a thing where I kind of I don't eat the best all the time, especially because my situations and shit right now. I got shit that I was going through, so I wasn't eating correctly either, and I'm just eating whatever the fuck was in front of me. And I kind of got to a point where I ate something and not like heartburn or any shit like that, but just
first heart attack.
No, like my stomach hurt after it, like in the way where you're like, like when you eat like too much bad shit, like your stomach kind of hurts. And I'm fat, so I don't get it a whole lot. And I was like, you know what? I need to. It just kind of clicked in my head. I was like, my body's telling me it's bad. It's probably bad. Like I should. Yeah, dude. So I'm trying to just take soda and shit out of my diet again. And I'm just trying to drink water again. And I did want to go into the gym, and I figured that I could start seeing if you would help out and make me throw up a little bit. Then after that, I'll be done. No, I just need to throw up a few times. No, but yeah, man, I want to see if I can get into the gym with you, because I did it a while back, and back then that was me like going like, oh, I'll try it, not having anything. But now that I was actually in a place where I was exercising more, and I was watching myself a little more, and I have a little more of that retention and discipline.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'd be able to take full advantage of working out with someone like you who has like their strict regimen and all that kind of shit. But yeah.
Bro, this is a big deal for me, man.
Yeah, man.
As selfish as that sounds, I know it's a big step for you. It's a big deal. Listen, man, the gym is my that's my motherfucking mecca. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's where I come. I'm alone. That's my me time, man.
That's where 4:30. And then walk by and
yeah, exactly. 4:30 in the morning. Sun's not even fucking out, man. It's just me and my thoughts, dude. I'm grinding out. I don't like people there with me. You know what I mean? I've turned down so many requests for people to come work out with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just my shit. I bet you know. It's just my shit, man. It's where I find peace. With me going with you? Listen, that's what I'm saying, man. Go ahead. Because this ain't no standard case, dude. This ain't you coming to get a fucking spring break body. This is some real shit. So I cordially invite you to come to the gym with me.
It sounds like one of those like old Disney Channel VHS tapes. You are cordially invited. Beauty and the Beast is coming out of the vault for 1 month in 2003, and those were like the weird ass commercials they had back then.
I don't recall that shit.
We're pulling Disney's Little Mermaid out of the Disney vault.
I can't even recall my week, man. You're asking me to pull out shit from like 15 years ago.
I remember bullshit, like shit that doesn't even matter anymore. Like I don't know my social security number, but I remember. No, I don't.
Try to say it.
No.
Let me get up. Try to say it, dog.
Yeah, but, try to say it. It's recorded.
I know, right?
What I should do is right after that, just put a big old bleep. Like I actually said it. Okay. Yeah, no, like I just like I don't remember names. I have a hard time remembering other people's birthdays a lot of the time. I have a hard time remembering like analytics, when to pay bills, all that type of shit. But I will remember the release date of the Hannah Montana That's So Raven, Sweet Life, Zach and Cody special where they all crossed over. So,
what's the release date?
I remember. I'm sure it's like
calling your bluff. I know, right? Calling your bluff.
I'm pretty sure it was like 2006, 2007, or some bullshit like that.
Of course it was,
but yeah, but like stupid shit like that, I can remember.
Cause you have, I've noticed, man, you have a very emotional investment with your childhood, dog. Mm-hmm. This is when therapist Augustus comes out of the woodworks. Yeah, man. You don't fuck. There's no emotional investment in somebody's name. Fuck people. You meet a billion people a day.
That's true.
But when you're sitting down Saturday morning watching Hannah Montana and life is fucking easy, you're 7. That's a big moment in your life.
That's true, bro.
You know
it's a simplicity. One of my most vivid memories, and this is so fucking sad.
Go ahead,
one of the most vivid memories from my childhood was waking up on a Sunday morning and being so excited because they were showing reruns of Rugrats All Grown Up.
Yeah. Yes, dude.
And I was sad. Yeah, like I just remember sitting there having cereal, like laying on the carpet. We had just moved into this house, so there was no like couches or anything, just a big ass TV, and I'm sitting there eating cereal, watching All Grown Up. I really want to shout it out. And I was like, what the fuck?
I want the world to know. All grown up, I really want to shout it out.
Same thing again?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All grown up with you. All grown up with you. Hell yeah, man.
Damn it.
That show did not have a good runtime at all, man.
It didn't.
They tried.
It went like 6 episodes.
They tried. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
But,
anyway, what the fuck were we talking? I was asking
about your week. This is a crazy one tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, anyway, but yeah, I do want to try to go to the gym with you, and you've cordially invited me. I will accept. Man. Do we have to go at 4 a.m.?
That's the thing, you see?
If we have to go at 4 a.m.,
I
will figure it out. I can't do it tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I need to get some new workout shoes anyway, actually.
Just come like twice a week with me, man.
I can do twice a week. That's
twice
so
a week,
fucking
man.
Easy. How long is the gym normally for you? Like you go at 4. What time are you getting back? Like 6?
7:30ish.
7:30ish. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So you're spending like 3 hours. Well, because you don't just go in there and work out. Don't you like normally go in there and work out? Don't you say you sometimes hit the sauna and all that other
every
bullshit?
Day. The sauna.
Okay.
A long ass stretch routine.
Okay.
Then of course the weights and the sauna afterwards.
So what time do you go to bed and then
jog
get
home.
up?
That's my problem, man. That's my problem.
The hard time going to bed early?
Yeah. Like I was saying last podcast, on average I get up about 3 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? I look good. I look 20, but my internal age is probably like 47 and a half right now.
I couldn't fucking do that. Like me, I would be like, Mom, it's 6 p.m. I'm sorry. I got to go to bed.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
that's me, bro.
That's goals, dude. That's really goals. Goals. But,
I mean, they don't always let me. Because they're like, Alex, you got to help out with shit. I'm like, no, I don't live here. No, I'm kidding.
Physically, not mentally.
Yeah, bro. No, I think my goals for the next couple months is
Or fuck the gym, man.
What's
I
up?
think you'd have more. I think you'd have more results, and we'd have a much better time. If like every day, not every day, but like we could do 4 times a week after work, maybe 7 p.m. We'll just go fucking jog a mile in your neighborhood, man.
Dude, I'd be fine with that too. Anything that I can do where I can be physically active a little bit.
Hell yeah,
Because
dude.
my thing is, I'm really not trying to like put on a whole lot of muscle. I mean,
Yeah.
I will definitely get
Yeah.
there, but really, I have some shirts that don't fit the same way anymore, and I want those fucking shirts to fit. Like
We'll
that's
get you right, man.
That's kind of what I'm doing. If you just want to run, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
We'll run. I'll trip Carolina, and it'll be
Ah,
great.
we'll see. That'd be
She's
nice. We'll
always
see
fucking
Carolina,
running,
man.
yeah.
She's fucking grinding, dude.
Oh, dude,
Salute
I don't know
Carolina,
how
man.
she does that shit. Dude, I'm fine with that. Just let me get my new. I need some like running shoes or workout shoes. I'll be good.
Yeah.
I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, man, because the fucking lifts I do, like, I got to teach you the lifts, how to do them properly, and
Yeah, man.
it's a long process, dude. Let's just hit the fucking pavement, man. We
I'm
have a
fine
good
with
time doing
bro.
that.
Yeah, because then we can still talk
And I
and,
can hang
do
up
all
the heavy
that
bag,
bullshit.
do
yeah.
that shit. That was a good time,
Oh,
right?
I loved that, and
Yeah,
that
man.
was. I feel like I exerted a whole lot doing that
Hell yeah.
because I was working out a bunch of shit. Because I wasn't
Yeah.
just hitting the. In case you don't know what we're talking about, for a while when I was working out with Eman, before I really understood like what a grind that kind of thing would be or how much commitment it actually took, I hit the heavy bag with him in his backyard for a while, and that was
shit.
like one of those things where like I almost threw up, and it was great. And I remember that was the first time. That was the first time I worked out. That was the first time I did anything, and I had the one of my favorite quotes I ever said in my life. I was sitting there. We're in the kitchen. I'm like just drinking like buckets of water after we're done with
What'd
it,
you say?
and I just looked at him on and went, you know what? Water's fucking good.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't appreciate water, bro. Nobody does. I was getting existential about fucking water.
Right? You start getting new appreciation for shit. Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro. Yeah, man. Let's get it going, dude. I'm excited
I'm
about
down,
that.
bro.
I'm
Let
excited
me
about that.
let me buy some shoes like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, man.
And I'll just go buy
Some
some shoes and we'll
cheap
just
shit,
start.
dude.
Yeah. I'll just,
You don't want to sit in the fucking gym for 3 hours. It's not fun.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m. It's not fun.
I've been cordially uninvited.
Yeah, you-
in the course of 5 minutes.
Cordially uninvited.
But yeah, but anything else going on with your week? I mean, you're working out. You said you were working, grinding real hard.
I feel like you're always trying to take it somewhere.
No,
Is
I'm
it-
honestly
no?
not. You talk about what you want to talk about.
Okay, yeah, man.
Unless you want to talk about that one thing. But
That one thing.
Yeah.
All right. Some shit from my past came up. My murder case
You
caught
some
up with
bullshit
me.
joke. God damn it! I knew
You
it.
fucking said I can talk about whatever. Yeah, man. The fuck you looking at me like
Nothing.
that for,
Nothing.
huh?
Nothing.
What are you looking at me like
want to
that
skip
for?
to my week? What I did?
Yeah, let's get to your week.
Okay. Bitch.
I just don't want to fucking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm in a relationship now, people. I
Okay,
think-
there
is that
you
what
go.
you're getting at?
I was kind of seeing it happened in your life. I mean, I was gonna hold back when me and Serena broke up.
Yeah.
And I was gonna because I told you when it first happened.
Wait,
I was
what?
Like, what do you mean? Oh no! I told you when it first happened. I was like, this week we do the podcast. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give myself some time, and I'm gonna. Luckily, I just ended up being sick actually, and then we didn't do a podcast that week.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, that gave me that little buffer, and then I came back, and I was in the same mindset. I was like, I don't want to talk about it, but then I was like, you know what? If the podcast is nothing else, because not like we have a bajillion people watching it. If it's nothing else, it is a test, not a testament, but it is a go over of what my thoughts were at a certain time in life, how I felt, and what I was going through. That's why we start off every podcast, even though sometimes it'll take up half the fucking podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We start every podcast with, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
How was your week and stuff?" So
Absolutely.
we're keeping up with our life.
Of course.
And
You're
so-
right. I can't skip over that shit.
Yeah, that's my thing. And like, if you
Yeah.
want to talk about it, that's fine. But that's why I was
Of
kind of
course.
pushing you towards it, because to me, I see it as like a testament of what I was going through in the moment.
Yeah, and
So-
I'm always preaching fucking transparency.
Exactly,
Talking
you
about yeast
are.
infections
You are.
and shit, right? I can't pussy
This
out
is
now.
true.
Yeah, people. So I'm in a relationship. No more Tinder Chronicles. No more new chick I'm dating every other fucking
At least
podcast.
for right now. Okay.
Right now, yeah, man. I'm strapped down.
Yeah,
I'm strapped down.
for now. Okay.
I'm so
Stay
apprehensive
tuned.
about it, man.
I know, right?
so fucking
about saying it or whatever.
It's about being in it, dude.
About,
See,
wow.
this is really personal, right?
I know, right? Well, I mean, because we're talking about, I don't think you're apprehensive about being in it. It's just, like anything. I mean, similar to my thing when I went through the breakup, obviously very recently. But it's just you're used to a certain thing, and something that is new or unfamiliar to you. I mean, not that you haven't been in relationships before, but
a while.
Something where it's been a little bit, or something that maybe feels a certain way, or maybe feels special or whatever, it's definitely gonna hit you differently, and there's always gonna be some of that.
It's no approach, man.
Yeah, there's always gonna be some of that like uncertainty, and no one's fully comfortable with uncertainty. Yeah. Like even if they say like, oh, I want to try new things, or whatever, people say that, and then when they get kind of uncomfortable, like, man, I'm uncomfortable, because everybody gets uncomfortable,
of course,
about things. So I think it's just,
of course,
like we're mentioning, it's a new thing, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna work itself out.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I think it's my chair. It's my chair.
Wow.
When I'm turning a certain way. Anyway,
it's just unfamiliar territory, man. I'm not
exactly.
It's newer shit, man. It's crazy how we just switched roles in a matter of 2 weeks, man.
You know what? I've
been thinking about that.
I was talking about that because I'd mentioned to Elsie, my mom, that you had been talking to this girl, and it seemed to be going well, and she was like, oh, that's good. And then, my mom always taking my feelings into consideration, always thinking about her baby boy. She went, ha! So how's it going with your mom? I'm like, oh, it's good. And he's like, are there a thing yet? And at the time I was like, oh, I don't know, but I think it's going good. And he likes her. They seem to be enjoying each other's company and stuff. And she went, ha! He's getting a girl and you're losing your girl.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, thanks.
Hey, that's his mom, y'all. That's his
mom. My mom's the type of person where, she's I don't want to call it kicking you while you're down, but she's the person where as you're getting up, she kicks your hand from supporting you. As you're getting up off the ground, she's like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I didn't totally kick you while you were down.
Yeah, like you were getting up and you let yourself fall.
Yeah.
My foot just happened to also be there. Anyway, but I guess we'll kind of segue from that, and I'll just go over what I was doing during the week. Fucking working.
Of course.
Just dealing with my shit. I got a lot of exciting stuff I'm going to be doing this summer with my music stuff, hopefully.
Yeah.
That I hope is going to pan out, and that's going to be really fun. I'm really excited about it. I'm trying to work on more of my music and stuff, because I used to do that a lot more, and I just wasn't, and now I have more time to put into doing that and just other stuff that I want to do, which is great. And but this weekend, God, I've been moving since like Friday. This past week, our office manager Myra was out of town visiting some family because she has a relative who was sick, and she was visiting family, so I was in the office. I don't know how to do her job that well, so I was like freaking out about everything, because her shit is important. Like me, I'm a sales rep. I'm a sales rep. I give my stuff to her, and she handles the money transaction. She handles everything. I just make sure people want to buy things, or I make people feel comfortable enough to want to buy things. And I had to do her job, so I was dealing with money. I was having to write people's checks, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And so I was doing that all week, having to actually wake up early. And on Friday, I had to wake up, go to the office because she was back. Dad wanted me to update her on what was going on while she was gone. Really, Myra just updated me on how I didn't do certain things. And so I was doing that all day. I went out and I sold for a little bit. And then my biological father, if you don't know, my parents are divorced. My original parents are divorced. So my name is Alex Chavez. My family is the Fellows. So technically, my stepdad, he would be considered my stepdad, Jim. He's my dad because he raised me. And my mom, they're both Fellows. And then I'm Chavez. My biological father, Chavez, his name's Joe. He was having a baby shower this weekend because him and his fiance are having a boy, a baby boy, in June. And so he invited me, and I went down there and I took my other two little sisters who are also Chavez. I took them to go visit up there, and it was happening at my aunt's house, who lives in Montgomery, and that's like a 4-hour drive.
Montgomery, Alabama?
No, Texas.
Oh,
no,
okay.
It's like near.
You gotta say that, dude.
No, it's like near Lake Conroe. I don't know if you're familiar, but yeah, it's like up, into Texas, and it's like a 4-hour drive. And
fuck that, yo.
Yeah, like it's not like a terrible. I've definitely taken longer drives.
Yeah.
But like, I went there with them, and so I got out of work, I got dressed, threw my shit in a bag, took off, picked them up. We drove 4 hours to Montgomery. We got there at like 10 o'clock at night, and then we helped set up more stuff for the baby shower. I had to sleep on the most uncomfortable air mattress in the fucking world. I hate air mattresses. They're terrible.
Those are the best.
And we did that. The next morning was the baby shower. And it was really great. It's really interesting, though. I kind of want to get your opinion on this. It was a little... I don't know how to put it if you say traditional or if you say sexist. But sexist obviously has a negative connotation to it. I think it's just different because everyone there grew up in smaller towns or they grew up a certain way and they're very traditional. And again, once I say what I mean by traditional, it can be seen as sexist, but I think to me it's just traditional because that's how they grew up. I wouldn't do it this way. But it was very much, we decorated, we woke up that morning, me and my biological father, me and Joe, we took off to go grab breakfast, came back, finished setting up for stuff. People started showing up. So what happened was everyone who showed up, whether they're family members, friends, cousins, or whatever, all of the women, the older women, were downstairs doing all the baby shower games and all that stuff. And I guess that's normal. I don't know.
I don't know what to think of it.
Yeah, and then upstairs, all of the dudes, the men, were upstairs at the poker table playing Hold'em the whole time. And we were just drinking and playing poker and joking around and stuff and shooting the shit. And it while I was there, like in the moment, I was like, oh, I'm having fun. I'm playing poker. I lost every game I was in. But like it was fun and we were drinking and stuff, so I was loose and all that. But after kind of taking a step back and realizing what was going on a little more, like no one said anything. Like, no one said, like, oh, hey, guys, all the women are going to do this because we're making it more towards the ladies. And if y'all want to go do this, y'all can. It was just like we got there and the men migrated upstairs just, naturally. Just naturally. And then all the women just stayed downstairs. And I feel like we're in a weird society where me saying men and me saying women have weird connotations to it.
Fuck that. Don't be that PC.
But you know what I mean, right? Like,
it's a little uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah.
Someone's going to get old. Yeah.
Exactly. It's almost like saying... the Mexicans and the blacks, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Anyway, but so like the men, like I said, congregated upstairs, and the women were downstairs doing that. And it just, again, to me, I don't know. It's a little weird. Is it not weird? Like,
no.
Does that seem odd to you, or is it?
If a girl were to come upstairs and like, hey guys, can I get under the table? And they're like, bitch, get your ass back downstairs. That'd be a little weird. But if it's just a natural thing, happened, yeah. Even when my parents go parties here, man, like the men would sit at one table and the women would just migrate to another table. You know what I mean?
Okay, I guess it's just the PC feminist. Not agenda, but the PC feminist media that I'll see.
Just say agenda.
Okay, the media or feminist agenda is always like equality, right? But it almost doesn't seem like equality. It almost seems like pushing yourself into being part of this, just for the sake of saying you can be part of this. So I think if that makes sense, but because of that and all the stuff that I see as far as feminism and equality, and in some ways it seems very extremist in the way that they go about some of the shit. It seems almost like I almost felt guilty in the situation where I was like, man, there are keyboard warrior bitches out here who are trying to prevent this bullshit that's happening right now. But like you said, I guess it's just normal, and I've just been conditioned because I see so much of that in media and on Twitter and on Facebook that I kind of had a sense of guilt where I was like, it shouldn't be like
that's a shame.
Yeah,
that's so sad too.
But if again, like on one end I was like, oh, this is normal, it just happened. But then on the other end, as I took a step back from it, like I said again, I was like, this feels wrong for some reason.
That sucks, dude.
But not because it was wrong, but just because
it's conditioning. It's a fucking conditioning.
Exactly. And
city boy,
Yeah.
Everything's PC. I completely understand where you're coming from, man. It's a change of environment, change of routine, change of norm, right?
Yeah. I was almost scared to say that it was nice. Like not nice.
Please don't be afraid to say it.
No, not nice because we were separated, but just nice because the way it was all laid out and just what happened to it and the time that we had was a nice time.
Yeah.
And like when we opened up gifts, everyone went downstairs and everyone was together and stuff. But when they were doing the separate things, we separated.
Yes,
just because it happened. And it was nice. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I would definitely go to another one.
I know. But I wish we'd fucking stop fighting who we are as beings, man. Oh, that shit gets me upset, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting here and you're trying to explain the details, the hard code details.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm almost having to tiptoe around it.
And you're like battling your gut instinct to
exactly, because I did it several times where I was like, we separated.
Women. Like, fuck that, man. Yeah. Fuck that. I was actually having a conversation, dude, with Alexandra about it, and we were talking about how
Alexandra's new girlfriend.
It's okay for men to have certain things where they can exercise masculinity, and for women to have certain things where they exercise femininity. Yeah. I'm not gonna roll with my sister, my mom, and my niece to the fucking nail salon. Just like they're not gonna sit out in the back with me, my uncle, and my dad. Actually, I wouldn't invite you to that. To smoke cigars in the fucking backyard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you gotta have a place where you can exercise your inner being.
And dude. I think that is totally, to me, that would seem like it's totally healthy.
It has to happen, man.
But in modern society, it seems like we're conditioned to where we can't allow that to happen almost. Or like it shouldn't equal. Be like that. Yeah.
You'll see.
And I think there is definitely, I feel that there is definitely a line of two equal.
Yeah, fuck and, yes, dude.
You know,
we had this whole conversation with the Boy Scouts episode. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where men go there to learn to be men, to learn how to exercise their masculinity so they can be better men. You'll see those girls out there preaching equality.
Yeah.
You'll understand it when it's fucking, I always use this example, but it's the best one I can think of. When it's 3 a.m. and the axe murderer breaks the window downstairs. You'll see when you have a man who's been conditioned to and totally loses his masculinity and doesn't have the urge to protect anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll hit you then. It's not, and you'll also see when you have a baby with a woman and she doesn't know how to nurture anymore. She's so stuck in the fucking 9-to-5 grind, hustle, empire building shit that she loses her natural instinct to nurture. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking natural.
And this is something I really wasn't gonna talk about, and I'll keep things very vague to talk about it.
Go ahead, man.
But at the end of the baby shower, there was an instance where there was an issue that came up with a male presence who was at the baby shower. Uh-oh. Not necessarily an issue, but something came up to where someone was inebriated and there was a problem because of
family shit,
inebriation. At the end of it, I was downstairs with my dad Joe. And we were downstairs, and my aunt and Joe's fiance and my grandma were like cleaning up and everything. We're helping clean up too. And when this male presence came back inside, and he was inebriated, and that was an issue that was happening. It wasn't like anything super physical, but everyone immediately went like, Joe, like you need to like come take care of this.
Yeah.
And my dad did. Joe came out. He took him outside, and he spoke with him. Again, it was nothing like physical, or there was no fight, but there was an issue.
Getting aggressive? Being belligerent, no.
It's a more complicated situation, but he was not being aggressive. There was no immediate form of danger, but he was just inebriated, and there was some form of issue that he was having to deal with. Okay. And Joe went out to talk with him, and we ended up having to give this gentleman a ride home.
Okay.
And I volunteered, and I said, hey, do you want me to go with you? Just to be with you in case anything happens, in case he throws up, in case whatever. And we did that, and it was totally fine. But again, just naturally that situation went where those ladies went like, y'all can take care of this. Y'all are okay. And it's one of those things, like you said, when you were at home and y'all, your alarm went off and y'all had a scare that maybe someone was breaking in. What did you say happened? Your sister went like
what happened the second time? Mm-hmm. And I was telling Alex as well, same conversation, that when that shit happens, when shit hits the fan, you drop all that PC bullshit. Okay, you forget everything the fucking internet, keyboard, social justice warriors say. Your innate instinct kicks in.
I'd say it's all your natural bullshit. The natural you comes out.
Yes,
or exactly. Not necessarily the natural you, but the primitive protector comes out.
Yeah,
and the primitive nurture.
Your innate being shows itself. Yeah, and drops the whole fucking stigma. Yeah, this is what happened, man.
Go ahead.
It's a different time. It's not the first time the alarm went off. That was fucking hilarious the first time, but this time, we gotta get that shit fixed. But Emery likes to sleep with her grandpa. Mm-hmm. I don't fucking know why. She just likes sleeping with Papa. My dad's really good with babies, so Emery crashes every night with my dad in his bed. My dad goes to work at 3, and so Emery she sleeps in the bed. When my dad goes to work, she stays in the bed, and so my sister is in her bed and I'm in my bed, obviously. So the fucking alarm goes off. No words are spoken to each other. No one says shit. It's just me, my sister, my niece home. The first thing that happens, Emery starts crying. I acknowledge it. I hear it. Mm-hmm. Run out of my room. As I'm running out of my room, my sister's running out of her room, Don't say a fucking word to each other. She's running away from the stairs, past me to get
to Emery,
to get the baby.
That's exactly
and
what I was
I'm
gonna
running
say.
down fucking stairs, not to kick ass whole fucking head,
but
to
go
just
check
scope
on
the area to make
Yeah.
sure the fucking house is safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just like, and I was going to ask you the same question, because what I was going to say before you started your story was I was going to ask if in those situations, what's the first thing your sister does? And it's the nurturing part kicks in.
Exactly.
Where you protect your young or whatever.
Protect the young.
Even if like let's say your sister wasn't here, I'm sure someone like your mom would go do the same thing.
Absolutely.
And would go check on the baby. And you being you, and in this situation, no matter how sexist it sounds, being the man of the house in that situation, you go and you put yourself there to not be macho,
sacrifice.
not to beat somebody up, but to scope, to look out, because there is, like I said, that primitive thing where you're like, I got to be the one that kind of puts myself on the line to go check this out.
And it's no fucking, I'm running downstairs into the fucking abyss of darkness, just nothing but the alarm to accompany me.
Yeah.
It's no fucking, I'm here to save the day. It's fucking, I'm scared as shit.
Yeah.
But if something goes down, my sister and 3-year-old niece are upstairs, so I gotta put myself in this fucking situation where I can get shot or whatever the fuck happens. You know what I mean? So it's a scary ass feeling. I'm not being macho about it. It's just for whatever reason, with those thoughts still driving my fucking head, I continue to go downstairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think there's something just innate about
it's fucking all
about
innate,
certain
dude.
people. Like let me put it this way. When we were on 6th Street last week, and when that all of a sudden that crowd came out of nowhere and started running.
Oh, yeah.
So if y'all don't know, me and Mom went to 6th Street during St. Patrick's Day, and at one point we're sitting on a curb smoking our cigarettes, and not cigarettes. Sorry, not cigarettes, cigars. I don't know why I said cigarettes.
Yeah.
So I went into depression. It's fine. We're smoking our cigars and we're finishing them up, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, this crowd of probably like 200 people just tear off of 6th Street and start going down this breakaway street from 6th Street. And me and Eman jump up. We kind of get behind a tree that's near there because we figure they'll part right there. So they're not going to run us over. And immediately what happens is once there's an opening, we walk towards what they're running from.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you can definitely see certain guys who ran away, but most of the guys who were there stayed to look because they wanted to know what was going on. And
so fucking stupid.
Again, not to be sexist, but the girls were the ones who were kind of taking off. I don't know what was going on, if a fight broke out or what, or if the cops showed up, but all of the dudes, and again, sorry if that seems sexist, but this is just from what I perceived.
No more apologizing. No more apologizing.
Sorry, but from what I perceived, all the dudes went to go see what was going on.
Yeah.
And
scope out the area.
Yeah, everyone was like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly, right?
Yeah, and hey.
Hey, my name is Joe and I
work in a button
factory. I got a wife and a dog and a family. This shit's so fucking. What are we
One
doing,
day my
man?
boss said, "Hey, Joe,
are you busy?" I said, "No, sir."
And he said, "Push the button with your right hand,
Whatever.
One of the hands. Anyway,
fucking limbs.
Stupid ass shit, bro.
Damn.
We have so many fucking
I wonder how many sing-alongs we just had right now.
I wonder how many references that we throw out that nobody
No one
fucking
gets.
understands.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we just
Bro. That's too deep.
But you knew exactly what it
it
was.
of course.
Exactly. Anyway,
this shit, man.
but yeah, I think to kind of round it back to what we were saying, it is healthy to exercise those parts of yourself.
Yeah, man.
You know, just like with anyone, it's healthy to stare life in the face and all the shit that's going wrong and be like, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. It's good. I'm gonna work through it. But it's also healthy to be able to say, I'm going to have a good cry because I need to release these things. I can't just keep them in 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and then people say all the time, like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to talk to people about your problems. So why is it okay and people even say that about sex, like, hey, it's okay to indulge in your sexual needs and your urges and stuff. So if all those things are okay, why is it okay to indulge in those things that you need as a primitive person, but it's not okay to indulge yourself in your masculinity or in your, how do you say it? Femininity, whatever. Yeah. But I mean, because it's not like it's not like if you exercise your masculinity in one way that you're like, oh, you're macho all the time. It's like, no, just, like I wanted to play pool and smoke a cigar and look cool for a minute. Like I wanted to indulge in my masculinity or what I perceive as my masculinity.
Hey, man, when we were sitting 6th Street lounging, smoking a cigar, how'd you fucking feel, man?
We were,
go ahead.
I'll go into my immediate thought, which was I was definitely feeling like an idiot a little bit because I was trying to focus on making sure I got
learning
the cigar.
Okay, once you got the hang of it.
Once I got the hang of it, one, felt really good. I was chilled out. It tasted really good. Definitely felt like, for me, it's one of those things where, like, oh, off my bucket list, I did a cigar.
Okay.
But primitively, you're like, all right, being a fucking man right now.
Feels nice, right?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's that little flex of that masculinity muscle.
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
Yeah, where you're like, I mean, and you know me, not that I'm not masculine, but I'm very, I analyze things a whole lot, and I can be very, not emotional, but I can be invested in a lot of things.
No, you're masculine as fuck. You're probably one of the most masculine guys I know.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I
you're
guess...
not commercially masculine, but you're really, you're masculine, dude. You're masculine as fuck.
So I guess, but for me, I feel like I don't ever exert that, or I'm just being me.
Okay.
Like, and I feel like that was just one of those things where I could indulge in it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you, when you have your cheat days, or when you were having your cheat days, I don't know how it works now with your new diet, but when you were having your cheat days, you would just like eat all the bad shit, or eat something that was bad for you, just for the sake of indulging in it. So it's okay to do something that might be considered a little bad for you and flex that masculinity muscle, because I don't think it is bad, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Even if I think I like smoking cigars because of how bad it is. I'm very aware that I'm probably getting an addiction to cigars, and I'm so fucking okay with it, man. One of my biggest mentors is on YouTube, Elliot Holmes. I'm always referencing him. He I
don't want to fuck my wife. It's too deep.
Get up his fucking nervous breakdown.
Anyway, go
ahead. But he was talking about he had this segment on YouTube for a while called Yo Elliot, where he'd have people email him with the caption Yo Elliot, and they would go seeking advice, right? And so this guy, he was talking about how he works really hard, he trains really hard, he's almost at the completion of being what he considers a perfect human, with the exception of a few flaws that he had. One of them being he likes to play poker, smoke, and drink on the weekends with his friends, right? And Elliot was saying that if you do everything perfect and have no flaws, then you are not human at all. Because we're human. Our humanness is defined by our flaws. As fucked up and as weird as it sounds, but it's kind of the only things that make us different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Our vices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was saying you have to have some vices. Your whole life can't be taken over by the fucking vice, but it's all about balance. And obviously, being the perfect human being is when you finally have balance.
Yeah.
So you can't.
You're
have
not interesting if you don't have vices.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what fucking makes you human, man. That's what makes you human. You know what I'm saying?
Because
if you lost weight, dude, if you became skinny and super macho and in shape, every other aspect of your life is so you have shit so well together that if you became this fucking perfect human being in shape, fucking eating salad every day, I wouldn't know what the fuck to characterize you by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As weird as it is, you become a dry person. You know what I mean? And you lost your raunchiness, you become a dry person.
Yeah, there's definitely something that... Like, let me put it this way. Like, when I talk to people for sales, or I talk to people for champion stuff, I am, like, just kind of clue you in, like, hey guys, I'm Alex, I'm with Champion San Antonio, this is what we do, we visit kiddos in hospitals and stuff like that, and that's what we do. Or like, hey guys, I'm with Texas Blue Water Filtration, hey, this is what we do. If it was something you're doing for your house, no pressure, but I just want to give you my information. But did you have any questions I can answer potentially while I'm here? Oh yeah, this and that and all that. That's me on a surface level, and if everyone was like that, that would be fucking terrible.
If you approach me like that, I mean, aside from outside of your sales, whatever. But if that was just
outside of a
day,
professional setting,
I'd be like, "Oh, this motherfucker's a serial killer."
Yeah, like if I approached you at like a party or something,
yeah,
and I was like, "Hey, dude, man, I'm out. Hey, not pressuring you. Not like I'm trying to push myself to talk to you, but hey, if you want, here's my card. Just let me know." It was great meeting you.
By the bathroom.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah. Everyone be like, this guy's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Kill him before he kills everybody.
What about when you meet that guy, like at a sales meeting or whatever the fuck, in a professional environment, right? You have a new job and you have to be professional, but then it's break time and you and your buddy are sitting in the fucking break room and you loosen up the tie. You say, fuck, man, boss is driving me crazy. Hey, did you see Susan in the new skirt? She's looking good. Then you're like, okay, I like this motherfucker.
Yeah, because he's a guy. Or
he's
not a guy, but a human.
Yeah.
Like, he's a person.
Exactly.
And, you know, with me, it's not that drastic of a change. But for me, like I'll sit down and I'm like again, kind of you said, I'm like, shit, man, I'm dealing with this right now. I'm going through this, and like, oh, hey, hey, do you want to go do this weekend? We're just gonna go here to Twin Peaks,
grab some drinks.
Yeah, like,
you need that.
Yeah,
shit,
it's okay, because you can't always. Me and you were talking about this earlier, and I'll be fully transparent. We were talking about how I'm dealing with my breakup and stuff,
right?
And I was telling Eman, like, on the surface level, like, everyone I talk to, I'm like, I'm good. I'm doing me, and I am. I'm doing good. I'm dealing with it and all that, and I'm not lying. But they're definitely, like I was telling Eman, like, you know, you catch a memory or it hits you a certain way at a different time because it's a time thing. Time's going to heal it, and it just hasn't been quite enough time yet.
Not at all.
And it's like one of those things where, like, it hits you and you're not okay in that moment, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, but I'm fine. Like, I'm going to get God, what was the fucking point? What were we talking about? What were we rounding?
Flaws, your vices.
Oh, yeah. So, but like we're saying, like, you can't always be on, and I'm very used to being on.
Yeah.
Because from school, I was always joking around with people. I was always on top of it. I was in newspaper. I was always ready to talk to someone.
Right.
In my job, I have to always be on in case I run into somebody. For the champions, I always have to be on. I'm used to being on. So when somebody comes up to me and they ask me about my personal life or how I'm dealing with something, I'm on, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm dealing with it in this way. Hey, man, but, you know, I'm doing it. It just didn't work out. I don't have anything against her and all that, but, you know, I'm gonna be me, and I got stuff I'm working on and all that, and that's fine. But on a surface level, the vice part of it, or the part that isn't the perfect part, because in a perfect world, every human being would say that, and everyone would walk away, and that would be the truth. And it's not that it's not the truth, but, you know, you walk away and you kind of turn yourself off later, and you're like, no, it sucks. Like it's bad. Like not like bad, like my world's ending, but it's like, no, it sucks. It doesn't feel good. I hate the way I feel, but I'll deal with it for this little bit and exercise, flex that muscle of my pity party, and then continue. Right. And I'm good. But like, because to round it back,
and when you do that, and everyone in the room goes, okay, this is the real. Okay, let's get into this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And but that's the thing where, kind of like you said, like, it's okay to have those vices or have those issues because it's not perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever going to be perfect. And I think to round it back into the main conversation we were having, which was about the masculinity part of it, and to kind of tie it back up with that, is it's just one of those things that you stretch. Yeah. And one of those things that you don't indulge in all the time because it's not healthy for you. You know, I mean, there are definitely dudes out there who are like, I'm manly all the time. And
they're fucking phonies.
I got a motorbike, and
usually those guys are the most, like, beta of them all. You know what I'm saying?
They're the biggest bitches in the
fucking
world.
Insecure. With their lifted trucks and
shit. Why don't you get out of here, Jonathan? I don't know anybody named Jonathan.
Some random guy.
I just wanted to give one person that 2 seconds of like, oh, he just called someone out.
I know, right? Oh shit.
Yeah, but Hoshana, get out of here.
No, okay, now it's getting real quick, man.
Yo, bro.
We can get into something else. What would you say is some of your vices? Vices that you want to keep. You know what I mean?
Vices that I want to keep.
Yeah. Vices that you feel are necessary for Alex to keep.
I fall hard into stuff. Okay. I think that's okay. I mean, it's not okay. I mean, it's different because my relationship was a lot longer, but I fully invest myself in whatever I'm in.
Right.
So, like, if I'm doing something, I'm going to engulf myself in that something.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not healthy for me. Like, the champion stuff was affecting my work for the longest time. And, like, for some reason, in case you don't know, the Champions thing is my charity nonprofit that I help run and work with. Like, I was calling into work to do champion stuff. I was going to meetings and canceling on family stuff to do champion stuff. I unfortunately put champion stuff sometimes over things that were going on in my relationship or just hanging out and stuff. I don't think that was a downfall or anything. I just think that was something that I know at the time wasn't right. But I think that's something that, even though I see that as a vice, I think it's good that I can wrap myself in a project and go like, hey, I really care about this. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I need to find that balance in that vice. Okay. Kind of like what Elias Holtz was saying. Like, you have those vices, but you need to find balance in them. Like when I'm doing my music stuff, I'm engulfed in that. That's all I'm worried about. When I'm having a good sales week at work, I engulf myself because I know I'm going to lose it if I don't fully engulf myself in it.
Man.
And, you know, that's why, and that vice is really hard for me because I do music. I have the full-time job. I was in I'm sorry, I'm not trying to keep saying I was in a relationship, but I was in a full-time relationship or whatever. I am doing the charity thing. I'm helping my sister with her music stuff when I can. So there's a lot of stuff that I do that I try to put myself into fully, but I use with my self pitches a lot. It's a jack of all trades thing and a master of none. And I know I don't fully put 100% of myself into certain aspects of it when I'm engulfing myself in other aspects.
Okay.
So
that's very deep.
Yeah.
What are some surface level vices? Like, do you maybe jack off one too many times a week, or like what?
I mean, recently maybe, but
okay, not Jackie. That was an example, but
I'm kidding.
He's not kidding at all.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
His hands are still moist from. Well, never mind.
I enjoy drinking. I do like to drink. And that's something I definitely had to watch myself with.
Yeah.
When I'm dealing with certain things, just because for me, I don't want it to be, because I have people in my family, people that I know that rely on certain things like that.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to be that. But at the same time, like the other day, I was at that baby shower, and I was like I said, I was drinking Jack and Coke, and they poured me the first one, and it was like a fourth Jack and 3/4 Coke, and then when I made mine, it was 3/4 Jack and a fourth Coke, and because I don't know, I started drinking. I had some good friends who taught me how to drink and what was good to drink, and after that I was like, I dig drinking and I like finer drinks.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I think surface level advice as far as like cigars or any of that type of shit, jacking off, sex, one night stand type of shit, I like drinking.
Okay.
But yeah, what about you? What do you think yours is? Is it the cigar thing?
That's a newer vice. That's one vice that I talk about how you want to keep around. I do plan on smoking. It's a nice way to unwind for me.
It's also like a celebratory thing.
Very celebratory. Very celebratory. I might do it like twice a month, maybe. But more now. But I think we're pretty mirrored in our vices, man, as far as how we fall 100% into one thing and only have the ability to fall to fixate on one thing.
Yeah.
And neglect everything else in life.
Yeah. Well, because you were telling me about that earlier with your project that you're working on now and how you're,
dude.
You're worried about getting fully committed into it and feel like you might not be able to put all the time into it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
When you have a lot more projects, you have a lot more shit to commit to, and other shit gets abandoned. But whatever, man. I'm gonna let the chips fall as they may on that one. But drinking. I like drinking. That's a new one. Cigars.
I'm more than certain if I would have, because I thought about it this weekend, I almost got a cigar to smoke during the baby shower, and I chose not to. But I was thinking, like, man, if I would just smoke a few more cigars, I'm pretty sure I would get hooked on cigars.
They're so good, man.
I dig them, bro.
So good. I don't mind it, man, because like I said, I'm up at 4:30 in the morning working out. I eat clean.
Yeah, bro. But my thing is
balance,
like,
dude. What's up?
But you can't balance health like that. Like,
Talking about
health is such a fucking wild card, bro. Like, it is, bro. There are some people who are extremely fucking healthy.
Yeah.
And then the next week they have cancer in their heart and die. Like,
I'm not saying it's going to cancel
ridiculous.
it out.
No, I know what you mean, but it's on a surface level, as far as like your chances of flipping that coin, they're a lot more in your favor because of your lifestyle, as opposed to if it were someone like me. And if I would continue to eat like shit and all that, and I would smoke a cigar every day, I would fucking die.
Yeah, and then not even fucking considering health, dude, just for your mental well-being. When you fucking busting ass like that and eating clean and trying so hard, you gotta do something equally as fucked up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not as often, but when you do it, it has to be equally as fucked up, man. I just couldn't.
It's better than doing drugs.
It kind of is drugs. I just couldn't perceive life being this fucking perfect human being, man.
Yeah.
It has to be balanced in some way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably why I like partying. I really enjoy partying, but yeah, man, I guess cigars would be my vice for the moment. Done with that jacking off shit, so.
Dick segment.
Oh shit.
But man, you're getting more drink. Look at you, vicing it up over here. Okay. But yeah, bro. Man. Yeah, bro. We're an hour in.
Oh no, we're not.
Yeah, bro, we are 54 minutes fucking in, bro. We didn't get to any of our topics.
Topic.
Yeah, right? But bro, we had a good conversation, and that's what matters.
Absolutely.
Conversation's more important than being timely.
I'm just saying, I hate when I like doing this, man. I like podcasting. So it's almost over,
bro.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
And I'm about to pour another fucking glass.
I think we can skip that one. We can skip. We'll probably get to that one. Let's go. Let's do the Austin Bomber, because that one's closest to us. We should talk about that.
Yeah, we should have.
So, well, I mean, I think we kind of mentioned it last week, but I think last week's podcast really got taken over by the relationship stuff and then the St. Patrick's Day stuff that we were doing. Yeah. Anyway, but so the Austin Bomber, I don't know why you guys wouldn't be familiar, but for some reason you're not familiar. 2 weeks ago, no, it was like a month ago at this point almost. So, almost a month ago, or about a month ago, they packages in Austin, Texas, close to where we live, were being opened by individuals, and then those packages were exploding. They were bombs that were hurting people, and 2 of them happened the first day, and they thought that it was potentially a hate crime. And more happened. Another bomb happened a couple weeks later that was more of an incendiary, something like that. It was a different kind of bomb than the first one, and that was going off, and the police were looking into it. They weren't seeing it as a terrorist attack. It looked like it was something that was being targeted, and they ended up tracking down some suspects, and I forgot the gentleman's name, which we shouldn't even mention anyway. Don't give him any notoriety for it. But
fuck that guy.
They got the gentleman's name who was a suspect, and they got more evidence, and then he was a person of interest. They got more evidence, and then he became a suspect. They went to his home to try to go arrest him, to bring him in, and it ended up in a police chase where he pulled off to the side of the road in his vehicle and detonated another explosive, killing himself. And so that happened last week. And I wanted to bring that up because it's an insane story. First off, it sounds like a fucking movie. Like, it sounds like some crazy ass shit. And two, it's really close to home. It's happening here. And then just like let me throw this at you, Eman. Because obviously you were reading about this as it was happening, because everyone was getting updated on all the shit was happening. What were the thoughts that were going through your mind when it was happening? Like when you were hearing about it? Because I have some thoughts that I think were pretty fucked up. Like, it makes me a shitty person.
I'll be honest. Sat down with the family, right? Obviously, we had the conversation. Say, hey, if any packages come to the fucking door that were not ordered, right? Don't touch the motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I gotta go to work. Peace. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And as shitty as it sounds, it just didn't feel like, even though it was happening right next door relative to where I'm at, I just didn't feel that affected by it. And not that I didn't give a fuck about it. It's just something that if I would have put higher up my radar, it would have encroached into me just worrying unnecessarily about it. Yeah. I had a healthy level of worry that I felt I should have had in this situation.
Yeah. For me, I heard about it, and again, as shitty as it sounds, I kind of went like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, and unfortunately, I feel like it's partially because of, like, we're desensitized to acts of violence like that now. Like, there was a school shooting less than a month ago, and then now there are bombs going off somewhere, and like, as shitty as it sounds, again, it's kind of like almost like another notch in the belt type of thing, where it's like another thing's fucking happening. So, and I know we should feel more than that. Mm-hmm. And I think, like, when you reflect on it or when you see it on the news, you feel more than that. But in the moment when you're hearing about it, and as fast as social media comes at you, and as fast as the news outlets come at you with all this new information, it's kind of hard to, I mean, at a point, as shitty as it sounds, at a point, it's almost like you literally run out of fucks to give.
Listen, man.
In certain situations.
I recently got
not because you don't care, but just because it happens all the time.
You realize you have no control, and you have to practice a healthy level of giving a fuck about certain things that you have no control over. Yeah, that's the first thing you learn in therapy when you're dealing with anxiety. If you really feel you have no control over it, you gotta say fuck it. As crazy as it sounds. Mm-hmm. If I were to mourn and go through this whole period every time there's a school shooting or something, I'd be a fucked up individual. Yeah. But I recently got into this song, man. It was popping like in 05, 06. But I feel like it's such a perfect reflection, dude, of the times that we're in right now, man. And we all fucking know it. We all know it. John Mayer, Waiting on a World to Change. If you're listening to the fucking podcast, pause this shit right now and just play the song. You just fucking listen intently to the lyrics.
We can just sing it. No, waiting.
we can't do it justice, man. We can't do it justice. I really want them to listen to the shit, but it's so fucking crazy how ahead of its time the song is, or not. We've always been in a fucked up place. Let's be real.
I mean, Imagine is the same way.
Imagine
all the people. It's like the same thing. It's like a call out, like wanting peace and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but we've been practicing peace. But John Mayer is literally saying, people are saying this generation don't give a shit about anything. We literally do. We just can't do shit because we're out of. We're waiting on a fucking world to change. We gotta just wait. It's a waiting game at this point because we have no control. As much as you want to write to your local legislator and be as active as you fucking want and march for miles on the street, nothing fucking changes, man. Mm-hmm. This is damn near 10 years going on with this shit, and literally nothing has changed. The biggest change we've had in hundreds of innocent fucking lives lost and countless fucking acts of violence on a level of chaos where you just randomly set up and do this shit, like the trends we've been seeing. The biggest change we've had in the last 10 years is the removal of fucking bump stocks. All the protest, all the hashtags, all the pray for, blah,
That's
blah,
true.
blah.
That's the only thing that's fucking happened.
Yeah, all the fucking rainbows in on the Facebook pages. The only thing that's fucking happened is we got rid of bump stocks. What the fuck? What do you do? What do you do? And for people to sit back and call us unsympathetic for not giving a fuck, sorry.
It's not that we don't give a fuck.
Sorry.
I mean, I think everyone can agree, and I think you're a goddamn liar if you say differently. But you have to agree at some point. It's almost like I mean, shit. Like it's almost like getting surprised every time a high schooler gets pregnant. At this point, it's such a thing where it's like, unfortunately, those things are happening right now. It's unfortunately become a thing like someone gets into a crash. Not everyone stops and stares at the TV and goes, "Oh my God, there was a fender bender." It became one of those things where it's like, I mean, it happened. Those things are happening now, and unfortunately, it's happening so often that it is becoming a part of our everyday just struggle in life to go, well, that happened because those things happen now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like Eman said, the only thing that's fucking changed about it is that we got rid of bump stocks.
Got rid of fucking bump stocks, and we're putting rocks in classrooms now. So.
Yep.
Making some progress, people.
We are making a lot of progress.
Some fucking progress.
But yeah. I
got pretty fucking heated there. Jesus
Christ. I mean,
it's just hard not to, man. It's crazy, dude.
I mean, at least no one can tell you that you don't care. It's just
exactly.
It's again, it's one of those things where it's like it happened, and unfortunately, the guy killed himself. I fucking hated that he killed himself.
They always do.
Fucking coward. And I get it. Like, I understand some people are like, good, he killed himself. We don't have to waste money on putting him into trial and taking him to court and all that. But like, goddamn, like, just, if there's one thing I hate more than the act of people doing evil shit, it's not being there to deal with the repercussions of their stupid shit. Yeah. And they're gonna kill themselves so that they don't have to. And some people are like, oh, good, but I'm just like, nah, I wanted him to sit in a cell for the rest of his life. Dude. And to me, that's worse than death. Like,
we gotta put some kind of tax on death.
Dang.
We gotta put it to where if you murder somebody or if you're killed in the process of you committing a violent act, your family has to suffer in some way.
People aren't gonna give a shit, bro. Then we're just gonna have families in debt. Like, that's all that's gonna happen.
I know.
If you're gonna kill someone, you clearly don't give a shit about
you're at
life.
A point, right?
So
I'm just spitballing shit. You know,
I know what you mean. It's also late. So, but God damn.
What's up, man?
No, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to tackle any of these.
No.
I mean, I don't see one really that I was like, we got to talk about that one.
I feel like we can get some good shit out of the AI real quick.
The AI real quick?
Yeah, let's make it a long one. Fuck it.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
That was kind of your thing. You have the story. Remember that? What Austin, you were telling me about it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't remember I don't have it ready or to pull up, but I was reading a story a while back about these two, I can't remember if they were like Alexas or just an AI type of system, but they put them right next to each other, and I feel like it was just some form of AI system, but they had these and I could be paraphrasing or slightly incorrect, but they had these two AI systems that they started getting to talk to each other. They were talking out loud to each other, and all of a sudden, the two AI systems ceased verbal communication because they started communicating and creating their own language so that the people listening couldn't hear them, and they shut that shit down immediately. Yeah. And but I was talking to Eman about it, and I was like, how crazy and fucking scary is that? Like, how much power is that AI has? Oh God, did I fuck up the thing?
I thought we were having a poltergeist.
No, how did I do that? Oh, I pulled this. I guess.
Oh, okay.
I hope they didn't fuck up the angle too much. It doesn't look like it did. Anyway, no. So like, how thin is that rope that we're walking on, where robots are just gonna fucking take over the world? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I was having this conversation with Willie earlier because Willie was asking me some question about how if like what I thought was gonna happen when we get to the point where robots are gonna, because this was a deeper conversation. The deeper conversation was that he was like, what is like consciousness and all that, and like, are we here for, you know, all this shit?
I
like
fuck with Willie, man. I like the way he thinks.
An Ethan conversation, right? And then Willie goes, Willie says, what's gonna happen when we give robots AI and have a consciousness.
Huh.
And I told him, I was like, you know what's gonna fucking happen? It's gonna be on TV one day, right? And the robot is gonna tell us that it's conscious, it has a conscious mind, and the human is going to say, no, you don't. You're just programmed to think that you have a conscious mind. And the fucking robot is gonna say some bullshit. Like, it's gonna be one of those robot mic drop moments where the robot is gonna say some bullshit like it's gonna be like the human's gonna say, no, you don't have a consciousness. You're just programmed to think you have a consciousness. And then the robot's gonna say some shit like, we're all programmed to think we have a consciousness. The difference between me and you is you die sooner. Like, bullshit, right?
My
and then the world's gonna fucking explode.
Oh my
Like,
god! And that'll be the fucking mic drop moment. You've been reading way too many Marvel comic books, dog.
Bro,
that'd be dramatic.
Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense though? Like,
yeah, I can already see it, bro. It's on some awkward ass like late night, like some Jimmy Fallon show, and Jimmy Fallon tries to segue out of it with
like
a joke.
Jimmy Fallon
like,
goes,
okay, guys, let's
Jimmy Fallon's like, domo arigato, right?
Exactly. And it's gonna be silent. The audience is gonna fucking get it, right?
Yeah,
oh shit,
dude. I'm waiting for that shit, bro.
Do you think that's gonna be happen? Man, it's so sad, bro. I think about I don't think my kids are gonna have kids. At the rate we're going now, I don't foresee my kids having kids. I think we are gonna have an apocalypse before then.
You think that?
I feel it in my soul.
I feel like
man.
every generation always thinks that that's gonna
It's
happen.
actually been proven that every generation thinks that.
Yeah,
a large
so,
percentage of people.
I will agree and disagree with you at the same time. I can see how I would feel that way. I also feel like it's not going to happen. Because, again, every generation thinks that they're the last generation.
Yeah,
or
right.
But I also feel like...
And we're just jinxing the shit out of it.
But that just boils down to a need of purpose. Because there is no God. And... no, I'm kidding. Oh, it's a late one. It's a late one.
Real hot topic on me there, dog.
Oh,
damn.
God.
It's a late one.
It's a late one, you know.
Late one, people.
When we start questioning our biblical gods, you know it's past 11.
When you fucking snap and murder your family, and they're asking me to testify in court, I'm gonna say, wait, officer, but was it a late one? I mean, if so, can you blame him? Really?
Yeah, my lawyer's gonna come up and go, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we understand Mr. Chavez is on trial for 17 murders and 3 counts of molestation of goats. But I ask you this: while he was murdering all of those individuals and molesting all of those goats, did anyone stop to think, was it a late one?
Oh.
Yeah, and everyone's going to be like, oh shit. And you're like, because I guarantee none of you did. And is that fair? Can any of you sit here and tell me that you have not had a late one? And it's going to bring up the parent of one of the people I killed. And it's going to be like, ma'am, you had a daughter? Yes, Mr. Chavez killed him. It's my understanding that daughter was not planned. And the mom's be like, yes, she was our little surprise from God. And then my lawyer's gonna go, so then you would say that upon conception of this child that maybe it was a late one? And the mom's gonna go, yes when you put it like that. Yeah. Wow. And the husband's just gonna be in the back, yeah, it was.
When we're 40 years old, going through our midlife crisis and cheating on our fucking wives, that's going to be our excuse, man. That's going to be our get out of jail free card forever, dude.
It's a late one.
It's a late one, baby. What do you want from me? I'm only human.
Yeah. Baby.
I know it's 3 p.m., but it's a late one.
It's 11 p.m. somewhere, bitch. I don't know why I had to add in the bitch.
It's for dramatic effect,
it sounds, you can make anything sound 10 times. Like if you're ever playing out a situation where a guy's talking to a girl, you can make anything sound 10 times more cutting or more deep if you just throw in the word bitch.
Like you got to say it correctly. You can't say bitch.
Yeah.
You got to say bitch.
Yeah, like
the lips have to roll. Bitch, you know what I mean?
Like these are the two same sentences. One of them's gonna have bitch, meaning totally changes with how you say it.
Okay,
honey, did you just say you did bring in all the groceries? Yeah, that's what I said. Or, honey, did you just say you brought in all the groceries? Yeah, that's what I said, bitch. Like, totally different thing.
Yeah.
Totally different meaning.
Totally new meaning now, bro. Damn.
Yeah. First one, he's responding. Second one, he's going to get head that night. No, I'm
kidding.
Girls like a little abuse.
We can get another topic.
Hey, flex that masculinity. Just I don't know what that hit was. Like,
yeah, you definitely need to tell it's a late one. It's a late one, people.
we're going to take this one down in a month.
We're theoretically hitting bitches. It's going to be one of those episodes.
I got to take that episode down. I got to figure out what episode that is.
A few episodes, now that I think about it, man.
Yeah.
Especially you, if you go deeper into this whole sales thing, whole
What do you mean?
realtor thing.
What do you mean?
Motherfucker's going to look you up, dog.
Who cares? Like, I'm just like, I don't care at this point. Like,
Oh, shit, I do.
what, people look you up for a job?
No, I'm saying if you once you're gonna get a license to do real estate,
Oh, I was
your
thinking about it,
clients
yeah.
wouldn't they look you up?
Yeah, and?
Okay.
You're going to find out I do a podcast where I curse a little bit, and I'm going to sell their house for 3 times their asking price, and no one's going to give a shit. I got my shit figured out, Eman.
I don't know how this shit goes.
I just got to compensate.
I gotta get
more.
rid of some shit. I know I gotta get some shit off my conscience. But yeah.
Okay, bro. I mean, hey, we're just expressing our opinion. At the end of the day,
we want to get rid of the episode.
At the end of the day, no, I understand. There's an episode that we definitely need to get rid of.
Big time.
But at the end of the day, we'll use our other get out of jail free card,
What's that?
and we'll just be like, "But sir, it's satire." No.
All right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
But Eman, I think this is a good place to wrap up this episode.
Yeah.
So,
we're dragging this shit out like crazy.
guys, just remember, it's all satire. None of it's real.
None of it's
I'm actually very happy in life. I'm kidding. No, but guys, again, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Break Time. Or I don't always say this, but definitely, if you haven't already, check us out in our social media stuff. We post clips and highlights and shit like that, and sometimes Eman will post other things if he's feeling up to it. I don't touch it because that way I can blame it on Eman if it goes wrong. Anyway, but guys, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Break Time. Eman, is there anything you want to tell the good people before we end out this episode of Break Time?
Keep doing your thing, man. Comment.
I thought you were saying comment.
No, comment, bro. No. Your viewership means nothing to us if you don't leave a comment. I'm just kidding.
You're dead to me.
It's really appreciated if you guys comment. I've said this before. I feel like we're talking into a void. I know you guys are listening, but right now you guys are in the shape of numbers at the bottom of this video, and we know you guys are more than that, man.
Leave
you guys
a like.
have thoughts of your own.
Leave a like.
Leave a like. Leave something.
Maybe we should start saying that at the beginning of the episodes.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
We could do a lot of things better.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just leave a comment and interact, man. Just interact. Send in some questions. Send in some things that you would like to hear us talking about. That'd be cool. Just DM me whatever, and we'll chop some shit up, man. It'll be fun.
Alrighty, guys. Well, again, thank you very much for tuning into this episode, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah. That was a weak ass yeah. Damn.
That's fine. You want to redo the yeah?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.